Hello everyone, welcome along to another easy busking song, and today I thought we'd have a look at Free Falling by Tom Petty because it's a good one. Everyone knows this one. It's a nice easy one to busk. So let me just play it through. It's the same kind of chords all the way through, and then I'll show you the strumming pattern. So it goes like this. There we go, that's the first bit. It's pretty easy. Now I've got the capo on the 3rd fret here. I've just done this, so if you want to play with the record you can. If you don't want to play with the record, or you don't have a capo, I'll take it off in a second. You can see how it sounds without it. But it's the same chords. It's a D chord and a G chord. By the way, I play my G like this. I put my little finger on that 3rd fret of the high E, and then I've got my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret too, and then I play my G like that. A lot of books show you that way, don't they? But anyway, I do that because you can just add that little finger and do that. If you do it the other way, you have to kind of take your whole hand off and do that. It's a bit more tricky. But anyway, so it's D, G, and then we have a G, D, A. I'm doing my A like this. If you feel better doing it that way, you can do it that way too. I'm just barring down on the 2nd fret across the D, G and B strings. And at the beginning of the song, he's kind of doing this. And that's it really for that bit. Sometimes what I do, just before I go to the A, I do a nothing. I hit nothing and then I play the A. It's a very subtle thing that, but if I do that. Sorry, let me do that again. So I just do that sometimes. Yeah, it kind of adds to it a bit. Now when the track comes in, it's kind of up to you how you strum it, but I do it this way. Which makes it come to life, you know, a bit more. So the strum here, I was just trying to work out what I was doing there, because sometimes when you strum things, you know, come naturally. And so now I'll try and do this for you. So the count is 16th notes, so it's kind of 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So if you played that 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so that's kind of what I'm doing if I break that down. So let me do that again slow. So 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I stopped counting that 16th note rhythm when I went to that that last bit. But anyway, that's the strumming. So you can kind of add to that. Let me start with that one and then might add some other ones. It was the open bit. Let me go one time. So that last time I added a few more 16th notes in. If you get stuck with that, you can just do one up from that would just be. So, you know, you can keep it simple if you get lost with these things. Now, that's with the capo. That sounds good. If you want to play with the record, let me take it off here. Now, if I play the same thing, same chords, it's just going to sound lower down. So it will be. One little thing I should say just before I go is when you play that A, you're not playing from that E note here, because you'll get this sound. Let me play it. Let me play it badly. Can you hear that? It's very, I call that flat playing. But what I'm doing there is with the D, you're strumming from the D. When you go to the G, you can strum from the G, because that note is a G. D from the D again, and from the A, I'm strumming from that A string. All right, so here's last example, bad, and then I'll play it good. Or I'll try and play good. Okay, now I'll play it right. So there's a subtle difference with how you strum it, but in your ears it's a massive difference. So if you're playing your chords and they kind of sound like that, you've got to pay attention to where you strum. You're not always hitting all the strings. So hope that helps. There we go. There's Tom Petty, Free Falling. Do send any messages if you've got any requests for busking songs, easy busking songs, and I'll see you next time.